don't want to let my insecurity take the joy of this pregnancy away from me, because I didn't want an eating disorder flare up during pregnancy. I did not want that. And this is the part where I know people will come for me. I have been taking... So I thought it would be cute if I went to Tim Hortons, got a little coffee and some food, and just like had a girl chat with you guys in the car. And then on my way into the car, I dropped my coffee and it just like rolled in the parking lot. Luckily only like a quarter of it went out, and it's okay. But yeah, rough start. I did also get a flatbread from Tim Hortons because they're doing like flatbreads now. So instead of just drinking and talking to you guys, I'm gonna be eating and talking to you guys. I feel a little bit like Trisha Paytas. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to eat and talk to you guys. I don't know if you're gonna like it or not like it. I like watching videos of people eating and talking because to me it feels like I can grab something to eat and I'm like eating with a friend. But then I know some people hate it. I also don't know how easy it's gonna be. Maybe this was a bad idea. Also, some people are like, this sounds so weird, but some people are nice to watch eating and talking and it feels natural. Other people are really like uncomfortable to watch. I hope that I'm not going to be uncomfortable to watch. Okay, I'll take a bite. We'll see if it's awkward or not. Did that feel awkward or did that not feel awkward? Be honest. So I wanted to have a talk with you guys today about body image during pregnancy. My experience with my body image during pregnancy and my mental health. And it's kind of been on my mind lately because now that I'm in my 3rd trimester, while I'm filming this, I am 30 weeks. I have had a lot of midwives, doctors, people just ask me how much weight I've gained during pregnancy, how much I weigh now, and I don't know. Because right when I got pregnant, I decided that I did not want to weigh myself at all. If you've watched any of my past videos, you might know that I used to struggle with an eating disorder. I used to have anorexia when I was younger, and I knew that pregnancy maybe could trigger some of those control issues around food, and that I might feel like, oh my goodness, I'm gaining so much weight, I can't make it stop, I feel out of control, and then maybe I would potentially have temptation to restrict my calorie intake while pregnant, which would not be good. I would much rather just have a very relaxed and healthy relationship with food during pregnancy and just have my baby grow. And I don't need to know how much I weigh. But with so many people asking me that, firstly, if you're not a medical professional, why would you ask people that? But secondly, oh, I dropped chicken on the ground. I got it. But secondly, it got me thinking about body image and just how much your body changes during pregnancy. The most obvious way that your body changes is obviously your pregnant belly, your stomach getting bigger. But I've also noticed my face getting rounder, and so many of my pregnant friends have said that as well. Like, they feel like their faces have just like filled out so much, and there's like a little bit of a chinny chin going on. And you know, your body just looks different. Like, I've got some stretch marks now. They're not like, I don't have them covering my whole stomach. It might happen later on in pregnancy, who knows. But I do have some stretch marks like below my belly button. And I have like that line, I forget what it's called. I'll put the name of it on the screen, but it's basically like a dark little line. It's supposed to go away after you give birth. My line's not like super obvious, but there's like a bit of a line there. For the first time since like puberty, my acne has flared up. I've talked about my acne a couple times on this channel since getting pregnant, but you can't really tell in videos. But let me try to show you. There's like a little pimple on my nose, little dot there, little dot there. It doesn't look so bad on camera, but it's there. And I have like some acne on my shoulders as well. I haven't had that since puberty. So there are lots of changes. my baby hairs as well. I don't know if you've noticed it this video, but in other videos you can for sure see it. Just so many body changes. One thing my whole life has been that no matter how much weight I gain, my legs always look the same. Like, I don't really gain a lot of weight in my legs, and I feel like even my legs just look like puffier. Like my knees, they just don't look like my legs. It's definitely a big adjustment, seeing your body in a way that you've never seen it before. But I feel like since early on in my pregnancy, I had certain things that I decided to do because I didn't want an eating disorder flare up during pregnancy. I did not want that. So I had certain things that I put into place that have really helped me deal with the uncomfortableness of basically stepping into a brand new body. But I just wanted to talk about some of those things that I've been doing since the beginning. You know, maybe you're postpartum, or maybe you are pregnant, or maybe you've just gone through some weight gain or other kinds of body changes that you've been struggling with. And I just hope that some of the things that have helped me can help you too. I literally brought my whole laptop with me into the car because I'm filming on my cell phone, and usually I look at my cell phone for like little notes on a video because I film on my camera, but I'm filming on my cell phone today. It's just less bulky to bring around with me than my camera. Also, total side note, I have been getting a lot of questions about how I plan my YouTube videos, and I love planning my YouTube videos. I have such a good format on like how I plan my videos and take notes and stuff, and yeah, just how I like plan the content for upcoming weeks. And if you want a video on maybe it wasn't a good idea to eat and film at the same time. If you want a video on how I plan my videos and some tips for content creation planning, I would love to do a video on that. It's definitely not the typical kinds of videos that I make, but I'd love to do that. So if enough of you want that, I will film that. Okay, first thing I wrote down that I have done that has really helped. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have this black chest. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting some kind of storage bin or chest. And what I have done is, the second I started not fitting so many of my clothes, I would say it was probably around the 15-week mark, I started just not being able to fit into a ton of my clothes. I went through my closet, and every single piece of clothing that I would look at and be like, oh, can't wear that, oh, can't wear that, oh, that's uncomfortable, I took it out of my closet and I put it in that black chest. And now that black chest is so full because it's basically my whole closet that I had beforehand. But it is so nice not having to wake up every morning, look in the closet and trying to pick something to wear and be like, can't wear that, can't wear that, can't wear that. So I highly recommend doing that. And also, like right now, for me, I feel like most of the clothes that I'm buying are things that I know will fit throughout the whole rest of my pregnancy. And that's something I highly recommend doing. If you're like in your second trimester, wear stuff that's a little bit loose right now, but you know that'll fit you the whole way through, just so that you don't constantly have to keep buying stuff and outgrowing stuff, because it's just not good for your mental health to be like, and now I'm too big for this, now I have to go find something else that fits, and now I've gone up another size. Like, for most women, I'm sure some women have minds of steel, but for most women that can be quite triggering. So just buy the bigger size that you're gonna fit the whole way through. People always hate on being pregnant in summer. Whenever I tell them that my baby is due in August, they say, oh no, you're gonna be pregnant for the whole summer. Oh my gosh, you poor thing, that's so hard. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm probably gonna be really hot maybe have a little bit more swelling than I would have if I was at my peak of pregnancy during winter. But do you know how awesome it is to live in loose, flowy dresses? Oh my gosh, it's so great. Like, I feel like it just makes life so much easier. Every single day, I just wear a flowy dress. It's so nice. I mean, it's only May, so maybe my mind will change later on when I'm actually in the peak of summer. I might be like, I'm never getting pregnant in summer again. But like right now, it's pretty sweet, just clothing wise. Second thing on my list, I already touched on, which is I just don't look at my weight. I don't weigh myself. The midwives are totally fine with me not wanting to know my weight. My doctors are fine with me not wanting to know my weight. They just get me to hop on the scale backwards. And they haven't had to talk to me about anything. So I just keep living my life and eating my flatbread, drinking my coffee. Oh, by the way, don't hate on pregnant women for drinking coffee. You're allowed to have a little bit of coffee in pregnancy. My doctor, midwife, I've also like Googled it, done my own research. It is fine to have a cup of coffee a day. And most of the time I stick to 1 cup of coffee. Sometimes, I will admit, I suffer and I'm very, very tired and I know that I cannot get through the day. I'm going to fall asleep at work if I don't have a second coffee, and I will have a second coffee. But my little boy is very strong and he can handle a second cup of coffee. So don't even at me right now. Don't even. And if you see someone attack me for drinking coffee in the comments, I give you permission. Get after them. Pregnant women unite. Another thing that has been so good is just practicing positive self-talk. Sometimes I slip up and I won't say nice things about my appearance, but most of the time I've been pretty good at just having positive self-talk and praising my body for what it is doing rather than the changing aesthetics of it. For example, saying, oh my goodness, body, I can't believe that you're carrying and growing a human. This is so amazing. Like, you are so amazing. Like, thank you so much for giving me this incredible gift. I'm so proud of you. Rather than being like, oh my gosh, body, why did you have to go and make stretch marks? Oh, you look disgusting. And talking so negatively about yourself and about your body. It just has such a negative impact on your mental health, and it's not going to change. You criticizing your stretch marks are not going to make them go away, but you praising your body and telling it that it's doing an amazing job, it just puts your mind in a better state. And what goes on in your mind, it affects your body, I swear. I mean, the proof is everywhere. Think about how the second you're nervous, you feel it in your stomach, or you're stressed, you get a headache. Your body reacts to what you're feeling and thinking. So think positively so that you'll feel positive, and then your body will thank you for it. Another thing is doing nice things for myself. That's really helped. Like, I have never really been someone who goes shopping for just fun. I don't like spending money if I don't need to. I only go shopping if I really need something. But there have been a couple times this pregnancy where I've just wanted something that would just make me feel good. Like, I just wanted a cute set of pajamas so that I can wake up feeling good about myself. Or I just wanted an extra little flowy dress because it looks cute and I know that I'm going to feel good having another option in my closet to wear to work. Or I've gone and I've gotten my nails done, which is something that I hardly ever do. I got my lashes done before we went to New Zealand because I just thought I'm going to feel really good about myself if even I don't have time to do a full face of makeup, but my lashes are still popping. That's going to make me feel really good about myself. So like doing little things to treat yourself and make yourself look good and feel good, it has such a big impact. And it doesn't have to cost money. Like, it doesn't have to be going and getting your nails done or going and getting a facial. It could literally be making an at-home face mask with natural ingredients that are in your pantry, or having an Epsom salt bath that makes your skin feel nice and soft and your muscles feel relaxed. You know, if your muscles are sore during pregnancy, like doing nice things like that for yourself. Just making sure that you're washing your hair and not letting it get too oily, because then honestly, even small things like that, you wake up and you're like, wow, not only do I look like a whale, but also my hair is oily. Like, small things like that can just, I don't know about you, maybe it's just me, but that stuff can set me off. Like, it can seriously set me off. So if you're anything like me, those things will seriously make a big difference. Okay, let's talk about this topic. Oh my gosh, this topic gets me fired up. Exercise. There are all of these women on social media who are like, I swear, like 40 weeks pregnant, and they're at the gym and they're squatting and doing burpees and they're running 10 miles on the treadmill, and I swear they're like pregnant, but they also have like six-pack abs. Like, how do these women exist? I'm happy for them, but that for most women is an unrealistic standard of exercising and working out during pregnancy. Like, if you weren't in like the most incredible athletic shape of your life before pregnancy, how are you supposed to accomplish that in pregnancy? Guys, I was going for walks all the time before getting pregnant, and I was going for runs occasionally. I did quite a bit of hiking as well with my dog, and now I go to the grocery store and I come home and my feet are like killing me. I'm so tired. I get out of breath from talking. Like, how the heck am I supposed to do like a 2-hour workout in my third trimester? And I just think it's ridiculous to beat yourself up if you can't do things like that in your third trimester, or even, later second trimester. Honestly, even first trimester, because people get so sick in their first trimester. What I have been doing is setting realistic goals. So, like, one goal that I have is to walk my dog every single day for the whole duration of my pregnancy. When I was nauseous in my first trimester, I still pushed myself to walk my dog. Even if it was a super short walk, I still pushed myself to do it. Because my dog's my responsibility, but also I want to stay active during pregnancy. Fresh air is good for me. It's good for my mental health. And now even in my third trimester with all kinds of pains, you guys, my husband and I went for a 2-kilometer walk the other night. And I was walking with my hand pushed into my side the entire time, because I don't know if it was an elbow or a heel or what it was, but it felt like something was just pushing against the side of my stomach, and it was just so uncomfortable. It felt almost like a stitch, and I just had to keep pushing on it. It's uncomfortable, but I'm sticking to going for a walk every single day this whole pregnancy. And that's been a very realistic and attainable goal for me. Most times it's a pretty easy goal to achieve. Some days it is a lot more of a discipline, but I always do it. Another goal I've had that I haven't really stuck to that well, but I'm okay with the fact that I haven't stuck to it that well, is my one friend and I, she's also pregnant. We were going swimming once a week. We were like, okay, we're gonna go to the pool once a week and swim once a week. We haven't been super consistent with it, because sometimes she's got stuff going on, sometimes I've got stuff going on, but it is something that we have been doing, like, not super regularly, but we have been going to the pool and swimming, and that's been really good. So just finding a kind of physical activity that makes you feel good in your body and it makes you feel proud of yourself, but you're not beating yourself up in your head and holding yourself to this unrealistic expectation and standard of yourself that's just like not attainable. Just just don't do that. Don't do it. I already know some people are going to come at me for this one, but I don't care because I have spoken to my midwife about this. She backed me up 100%. Prioritizing sleep is really, really important for your mental health and for your physical health, especially during pregnancy because you're just so hormonal. You're burning so much extra energy. So you need to be eating more and sleeping more because your body, girl, it's going through a lot. You need a lot of sleep. But one of the main pregnancy symptoms throughout all of pregnancy, but especially where I'm at right now, my 3rd trimester, is insomnia. Like, it is very, very common to struggle falling asleep, wake up multiple times in the night, wake up super early in the morning due to an array of reasons. So what I've been doing, and this is the part where I know people will come for me, I have been taking Benadryl before bed almost every single night. I've been taking the drowsy I've been taking the drowsy Benadryl that makes you really sleepy, and it has been doing wonders for my sleep, and it's better for you than melatonin is for you during pregnancy. My doctor's words, not mine, it's true. Go look it up. So yes, I have been taking allergy medication to help me sleep. And my midwife told me that it was fine. Go talk to your healthcare provider before you do anything. Don't just take my words as Bible. But it has been a lifesaver for me. And when I get a better sleep, I'm a happier person. I'm a more positive person. I'm kinder to myself. I have more energy to achieve my goals, my attainable goals of like going for a walk every day. Alright, I just have a couple more things that I've been doing that I want to share with you guys. The one is I've been praying. I have been talking to God. I've been talking to Him during the hard times and letting Him know, God, I just feel like my body doesn't care about me anymore. And that's, being honest, that's something that I have been struggling with lately. I feel like my body has been neglecting my needs because it just cares about my baby's needs. I have been having some nutrient deficiencies, even though I'm getting plenty of that nutrient in my prenatal vitamins and in my diet, but it's like my body is just taking all of it and just giving it straight to the baby, and I'm left with nothing. It feels sometimes like all of my sleep, all of that energy is just going to the baby, and he's moving like crazy and he's got energy, but I am just left exhausted. And you know, just with all the extra aches and pains that have been happening, it just sometimes feels like my body doesn't care about me anymore. My body only cares about my baby. And so I've been praying to God a lot about that. Like, will you just please help me to stay positive and to feel good about myself and to enjoy pregnancy. I don't want to let my insecurity take the joy of this pregnancy away from me. And I genuinely feel like praying and casting my cares on the Lord has helped me so much. I'll put the scripture on the screen here. It's about casting all your cares on Him, for He cares for you. It is just so true. Casting my cares on the Lord has really helped me. Final thing I've been doing, and I've been doing this a lot recently. That was the last sip of coffee for the last item on my list. So this I have been doing a lot recently, which is I have been breaking up the timeline in my head. So instead of being like, oh my gosh, I still have this many more weeks until his due date, and just thinking about the due date as the end, what I've been doing is I have been making small little timelines in my head. So like, I have this many more weeks left before I'm on maternity leave. I have this many more weeks left until me and Josh go away on our little baby moon getaway. I have this many more weeks until my mom comes into the country. I have this many more weeks until this many more weeks until this. Like, I have so many things to look forward to between now and the due date that I am thinking about those things, because if I can just count down the days until the next thing rather than the ultimate thing, which is my baby being here, which could be after the due date, then time goes by so much quicker during the hard days. But with all of this to say, all of the body image stuff, mental health stuff, insecurities. What an incredible privilege to carry a baby, and not just a baby, but your baby. You know, like a baby that shares 50% of your DNA and who's so close to you. This is the closest my baby will ever be to me. Once my baby's here in person, I can never hold him close enough to be as close to me as he is now. Oh. I'm not gonna cry. But it is just such a special experience, and what a tragedy to let insecurity steal our joy during this time. The fact that I can't fit my clothes, the fact that I don't look how I did this many months ago, the fact that blah 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 is so minuscule in comparison to the greatness of I have my future baby inside of me right now. I can feel him move. I can feel his hiccups. He is so close to me, and this is such a short and special time. So yeah, I really enjoyed this chat with you guys. Just sitting here in the car. I'm really glad the rain stopped. The rain was pretty loud. I did wonder for a second if I was going to be able to film this video in the car. But if you've made it the whole way through this video, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I post every single Saturday. If you're new to this channel, I didn't even introduce myself. How rude. My name is Alicia, and I make videos by myself, but also with my husband, about everything relationship and faith related. And I would just love if you subscribed and were a regular viewer and comment. I'd love to get to know you. I read through all of the comments. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.